It's going to be another beautiful day here on the Avenue.
Good camera shot.
I think the cameras are shy of them.
All right, we're back again. Here we go. Let's try this thing. Last week we were off. I think 1 week was enough. Last time we all got together with a couple of new faces here today. We got Brendan and Cody joining us, and we're excited about that. And we have Dan behind the box.
Don't pay attention to the man behind the box.
And Richmond on the other side of the wall there.
No, they're both back down there.
Oh, they're both back there.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool. They're actually working around here. So while we
Well, it's raining cold hard facts on them.
It's raining cold hard facts on them. Well, we've kind of edited a little bit about the name of the show. We went out there and there's a couple of things that were called No Filter, and so we're going to be calling this little get together we do now No Edits, No Filter. A candid conversation.
It's a spinoff now from
It's
Filter.
a spin-off from the first pilot that was the original one 2 weeks ago. That's exactly right, Carson.
Yeah.
That's how this entertainment game works. It's always a spin-off. I like that. So the sequel, is No Edits, No Filter.
Is there a
Guys,
spinoff?
we're that
Now,
good.
now all we need to make is Tom the
Special
movie.
effects aren't as good.
The storyline holds up and the special effects are bad. Very nice. Well, as John wanted last week, he wants to talk about the Super Bowl every week. I think that's part
Every
of
week?
John wanted to. He loved the
We're
Super
gonna
Bowl
have the exact same
conversation.
conversation.
You guys are breaking my immersion.
No, we're going to try to take a new topic every week and kind of throw
I
something
don't
out there.
watch football.
See, exactly. You would have been great last week. That would have been awesome.
I don't.
I know. John doesn't watch much football either. Neither John does. I think it has something to do with your name being John, but they don't watch much football.
I don't watch much football.
Dustin's not a football watcher. Yeah, we talked about the Super Bowl for 45 minutes last week, Cody. It was
Oh
awesome.
man, that was a heated
It
conversation.
may just be me, you, Matt.
And Dupree.
Dupree.
Me, you, and Dupree.
Talking about the
I
movie
think there's
Yomi
more
and
non-sports
Dupree.
fans in this group than there are.
There might be. So, I'm teasing because I think we ought to do exactly what John said and come up with a different subject. And so I wanted to throw something out today. I think we're going to throw a high level out, and I'll tell a little story, and then we're just going to kind of let it go. And I think there's something that's really close to me in my life right now is family. It's my family. And so I want to share, but it's the crazy side of the family that kind of makes it fun, right? You know, we've all got everybody that's taking care of things and all of that, but it's kind of that crazy side of the family we like to have fun. I have this Aunt Yo that'll come into town, from out of town, and just tear my house up. She bakes cookies during Christmas time, and just, she's more fun than a barrel of monkeys. She's a whirlwind. She comes in. She's like an Auntie Mame. Anybody know who Auntie Mame is? Kind of this crazy aunt that comes in.
I've heard the movie.
And she has like the great pineapple. And she hides the great pineapple in our house.
Why is it so great?
Well, because, Matt, I'm glad you asked. Because when you eat it, after you find it, first it's a big hunt. And she
Is it holy or
adds something new every year to Christmas. So now we have about 47 traditions of Aunt Yo things. But the great pineapple, you have to find it. It's hidden somewhere in the house, the magic pineapple theory hides it in the house. And you must find it, but when you eat it, it makes you smile. And so we do it every year, but Aunt Yo's kind of crazy like that. So she comes in with all this stuff. I want to hear about your family. I want to hear about funny little stories or people in your family that might mirror Aunt Yo in your life a little bit. That fun person
Well,
you
let
like
me
to have
tell
coming to your house.
I've had my fair share of, let's say, I would say one time at our old house, me and Dad decided to light a firework. The next thing we know, that darn powder keg that's what I'm gonna call it, literally flipped over and started shooting fireballs out the whole yard. And bear in mind, we had 22 acres of property.
It's World War One.
And
Take cover.
Someone set their crib on fire.
it was like a rocket launcher. It was like and my dad went around with a broom trying to put the fires out. I know, Tom. I know. Oh, and the crazy part is we used to have this burn barrel. We used to just throw fireworks in there and just see what happened.
So your dad is that Aunt Yo person to you?
Oh, we used to do pyro stuff. Yeah. Yeah.
What do you think of that? What do you got to say?
I don't know. I wasn't listening.
What about you, Brad? Who comes over on the holidays that you go, God, I can't wait till they come over, or oh my gosh, they're coming over? Is there anybody in that in your family?
Oh my gosh. Like, you mean like a family reunion, something like that?
Yeah, family reunion or holidays or something.
I pretty much just go to my family in Michigan.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's always great to see them, of course. And I think the last time they came over to my house in Tom Station, I think was pretty much for my high school graduation in 2015.
And who was your favorite person that came into town?
Oh man.
Did you have a special cousin or somebody or aunt or uncle that was really fun to hang out with? Funny story?
Not really. Just no favorite in particular.
Yeah,
Just
yeah.
everyone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How about you, Dustin?
I don't really know any crazy people in my family.
No?
No.
Not at all? No,
Then that
nobody
means
fun?
that might be you.
You might be the really fun one
you're
that
the
comes
crazy
over.
one.
That's a great point.
I can't find a
Carson.
crazy one. It's you.
So every family has one. Maybe it is. Maybe that's right. Maybe they're going. Uncle Tom is going.
Uncle Tom.
It's the
Oh.
guy coming over.
Please don't
Call
go
worse
there.
than
Hello, Uncle Eddie.
Carson.
Uncle Eddie. I guess it would be my mom's dad from Atlanta as a character, and everyone kind of picks on him because he's on Facebook, but he will, like, he doesn't know how to use Facebook, so it's funny stuff he posts,
Yeah.
and like he'll like post like a picture on the status of mine, a picture of like not even me, and then put like a comment underneath it. He would he was everyone. I think everyone once or twice had had someone like this in the family. You know, he'd act like he's pulling gum out of her ears, or he'd pulling coins out of her ears. He would he'd say come over here, help me count your ribs. He would say. There was one funny story. I wasn't there, but it was him and all the other grandsons. I was not there at the time. They went. I forgot where they were going, and there was. You know, you always stop to let like the elder man or elder lady walk across the street, and she got right in the middle, and he honked the horn at her, and she flipping the bird. I thought that was so funny.
Wow, that's awesome. I love that.
That was a lot of fun. But
things we remember.
he's the only grandparent in the whole family who like if he like almost hits a car or something on the interstate, he'll let out the sh word. Is what he'll do. So he's like he taught all the grandkids how to say that.
So he taught every grandkid how to cuss.
Yeah,
That's good.
It was funny.
I love it.
I'm betting certain PG and PG-13 movies I've done that anyway.
That theme in there, this story, or done what?
Teach kids the S word.
Oh, you think PG-13 movies teach the S word? I'm sorry I didn't catch this up, but that's exactly right. Whether it was Granddad or PG-13 movies, I like that.
Or PGE sometimes.
What's PGE stand for?
No, I said PG.
Oh, just PG. Yeah.
Yeah.
What was the first movie that ever had a cuss word in it? Do you remember?
I don't know.
Do you know, John?
some Burt Reynolds movies.
Some Burt Reynolds movie. I like that.
No
Actually,
more than
Samuel
that.
Actually, I think.
That movie Toots, you know.
Actually, I think there was the pre-code Hollywood in the early '30s that did it end up inadvertently using some cuss words.
Wow.
But then the code came along, and there's actually a funny story about how they made when Gone with the Wind had that famous line, they had to pay a fine.
Oh, they did? They paid a fine? For saying I don't give a...
Yeah.
Wow. See what your granddad got started?
Another funny story I have done is, I'm not going to say who in my friend group, but they know who they are. But let's say they were watching my drone fly, and I might have got them in a place.
You have a drone?
Yes, I do. I don't. Yes.
So you might have had an accident with this person?
It might have.
Were the police called on us?
No,
FAA?
no, it was on accident. But bear in mind, it was an older drone that I no longer have.
Both were damaged. The other person. and the
Were
drone.
they mad? They got mad?
It was okay, but I'm just gonna leave it at that. They know who they are.
Are you still friends though, Matt?
Yeah, we are still great
Okay,
friends.
good.
Yeah,
No,
and
no
also me and my dad, I vividly remember just putting bottle rockets in the ground and shooting them in the pond and scaring the fish. And
I want to come out to the 22 acres and hang out. And
yeah, we don't have
That's
that property anymore.
Well, we could go out there. It'd be fun. Those people wouldn't mind, would they? No, I'm just
We
kidding.
don't
I'm
even
just kidding.
know who owns it now.
That's awesome. Anybody else want to talk about a family something or remembering the first time I heard somebody cuss? Kind of grandpa started us off that one.
There's like cussing in shows, TV shows.
Is that good or bad, John?
I don't know. But,
Depends on the show, really.
RX, right? Say some Sexist or something like that. No.
Ice
The shows? I missed that one too. I didn't catch that. What did you say, John?
They're like, some shows they like cussing.
Yeah, some shows do have a lot of cussing and stuff in them. Yeah,
It's mostly on cable.
that's right. It is mostly on cable. Should we blame cable for a lot of that? And Carson's grad dad?
Hey.
Oh,
I'm just kidding.
that
You're
was
sorry,
cold.
Tom. That wasn't nice.
Sorry, Tom. I'm sorry.
It was funny, actually.
All right, Sarah, give it up, crazy
wasn't
family funny family member.
Well, I have a twin brother.
Give it
Oh, that's interesting.
I
huh?
do, and I think that sadly my family would probably say that we're the crazy ones. We don't have a lot of extended family in Tennessee, so for holidays and stuff, it's usually. Well, I do have extended family in Tennessee,
Well,
but
if you're,
we
if you're
stay at
crazy,
my
Sarah,
house. You think I'm
yeah,
crazy?
you do a good job of hiding it.
I do. Thanks, Matt.
I mean,
I hope I do.
you know, I usually can tell if someone's crazy, and being crazy is kind of a good thing because if it's almost like if there was no crazy or no, you know.
We wouldn't have TV.
Okay, no, that's not the point I was trying to make. Anyway, the world would be kind of boring, you know?
It's true.
We've
Just-
kind of talked about that before. You're right. I think it takes a little bit of crazy to.
Yeah, you know?
We went on crazy. I didn't mean for it really to be about that. It was zany and crazy. I think there's lots of words, but I think it's interesting. I think it's got a little bit of
Everybody has
looking
to,
outside the box.
you know?
Yeah, I agree.
I got a lot of great stories from my brother.
Your brother?
Yeah.
Oh,
Tell us about your brother.
I'm excited.
Here we go.
All right, what is our rating here, Cody? We need to know before you start on the stories about your brother. Is it what are we rated today? Do we have a rating?
He's got a twin brother.
Should we keep it?
No, I don't have a twin brother. I have a younger brother.
Jacob. That's right. All right, I'm
They're pretty clean.
Okay.
Mostly.
I can't think of anything.
Well, I told Carson earlier there was a time where we had the power go out in our house, and my brother and I are like across from each other in a hallway. This is in Mississippi where we grew up, and I was playing a game. He was probably listening to music or something, and then the power goes out, everything shuts off, and then just a couple seconds later, I hear a BAM! And I look across the hall, and my brother just smacked right into his door because he didn't realize he had the door closed.
Ouch! Ouch!
I love it.
Oh, God.
Oh, did you laugh or did you help him?
Oh, I spent a couple minutes laughing before.
Was he laughing too?
Yeah, he was. Yeah.
Now we are on commercial break.
I like it exactly. Raindrops keep falling down.
Intermission.
I love that song. Do you know who wrote that song?
Burt Bacharach.
Bam. Give that man a prize. Cody, is there anything that you don't know about music or arts or whatever? People that have written things. And,
Probably more than you think.
yeah. I know a lot of people, and I don't know anybody that knows more about people that have gotten behind the production scenes with you. It's pretty amazing. I love that. And we'll get into that one day. I want to talk about that. That's going to be a fun week. I want to spend family a minute. We've laughed about some of our family members. Anybody have a last minute story? Anybody want to tell a story about
Come on,
kind of a funny little...
Come on, Brendan.
Anecdote.
You're a skateboarder
Okay, there you
for
go.
crying out loud.
What does that have to do with my family? I'm the black sheep in my family when it comes to that.
So am I.
How are you the black sheep?
Hey, that's
I'm the
cool.
only one that does any of that.
But still, you're an adrenaline junkie. You must have
You're like the
something.
one that's
Yeah.
the
No.
little sheep.
I have an aunt that's a hypochondriac. She's always got something wrong with her. This year at Christmas, she came in with a walker, like a little walker. My grandma is like 80-something years old and goes to dialysis, and she has a walker. So there's a reason for it. My aunt, her daughter, she's 60, and she just decided that like her legs don't work right anymore, so she needs a walker now.
Yeah.
Last year she was sick with something. She had some disease that's not real. It's always something with her.
Yeah, they got creams that you put on your legs and all that.
Makes them feel better?
Yeah.
Awesome. Well, you know, I want to talk about this black sheep thing. You said you felt like the black sheep
I
in your
do,
family?
because I'm the only boy out of 3 sisters, and I'm kind of by myself.
Oh, God, yes.
I got, if you're interested, me and Brad probably both got some funny stories from the duplex.
Well, I want to know more about this black sheep thing.
Black sheep?
I kind of feel
There
like
are
that
plenty
sometimes
of
in my
stories.
overall family. Do you feel like that in your family sometimes?
Oh no, my brother is that. I mean, there were plenty of stories that I couldn't share with something like this.
Because it would
From
break
him.
PG-13 rating.
Yeah.
And probably about going to joints, smoking joints.
Wow.
And we are going to cut that. We are going to cut that out.
No edits.
No edits.
No edits.
Fudgesicle.
No,
I'm already
no
hard
edits.
stuff too.
That's right. So what stays here goes here.
Fudgesicle.
Everybody sign their clearance form.
Yeah.
My parents tried to shelter me because of everything my brother did.
Shelter?
To what?
What do you mean?
My parents tried to shelter me because everything my brother got into when he was younger.
So you were a byproduct, and thanks,
But
brother.
I
Is
knew
that what
everything
it
he
is?
did because he would
hi,
share
Mark.
it with me.
Yeah. How important is family, though, guys? If I, you know, I think back, and I live in Nashville, and I've got a lot of my family here. I'm really blessed to have 2 daughters and a son, and that are around me, and one of them lives in Birmingham. But just we see a lot of each other. How important is family to us?
I think family becomes the most important thing the day you move out.
Tell me what's that mean?
Because when you spend that much time around somebody, you notice their flaws and their bad habits that drive you crazy, but then you miss them when they're gone.
Is that true with a lot of things? But tell me more about that. So are you out of the house now? Are you still at home, or is that
I
are you
just
kind
live
of
with
mid in and out?
just live with my dad right now.
Yeah.
But we've kind of grown closer because we never really been alone until we moved here together.
Yeah, cool.
And so I've been away from my mom and my brother now, and we've grown a lot more closer from being apart.
But when you don't have something, when you've moved on to something else, it's different, isn't it? And we kind of missed
Yeah.
where we were. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
Anybody agree with that?
I definitely agree. Family is one of the most important things. It's, love them or hate them. They're there for you. They know who you are as a person. And I mean, and I think it's just a glue. It's just I don't know how else to say it, but that's what I'm going to just say. It's important.
Absolutely.
I wouldn't be where I am today without my family.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Right. Cool. We're gonna keep on going. Brad, what about you? What do you think of family? You got some family up in Thompson Station, is that right?
Yeah, just my parents so far. Yeah, and of course I have an older brother and a sister, and they're both living on their own in Nashville.
Yeah.
Yeah, and of course they both graduated from NTSU. Yep, and they're both working at either a restaurant or a bar. Yeah, and I've only been to both of those once. Yeah, I should more often.
Yeah.
They're just the 4 of us living in our house.
Yeah,
me and my stepdad and my steps and her daughter and my mother. That's about it.
That's about it.
I only have one sister, Maggie. She is at Belmont. She goes to Belmont. And then it's just me, my father, and my dad at home.
Yeah. How important though are those siblings growing up? I want to know. There's no hidden thing here. Some of us here have different disabilities and different things. How important were your siblings in growing up?
I think siblings build character.
They helped you build character. How did your big brother help you build character?
Well, I was always intimidated by him for so long.
He's
kind of a big guy.
Okay.
And he was always he makes friends really easily. He was always popular. I would go to school and people would respect me because I'm his brother.
Oh, that's cool. So he paved the way for you.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
And eventually, we butt heads a lot. So
You got
but I
brothers
have
too.
that kind of titan to
Yeah, exactly.
It's been difficult for me.
Tell me, John.
It's been difficult for me when I was a kid because had a lot of problems and all of that.
Talk about that. Well, tell me.
When I was younger, I used to not talk to anybody. I used to be really shy and all of that.
Really?
I used to fold up and all of that.
Right.
I used to tear my socks up and fold up.
I gotcha. And you're better now.
I've been autistic on just about my life. Yeah, my real dad wasn't too good. Then my stepdad's pretty good. Yeah, he came along in 1989. He had, I think this beer, they've been here since '89. There's been our anniversary.
How important is Jim in your life?
Good.
Yeah, and your siblings, John. What have they meant to you over the years? Do they understand you and helped you?
No. My brother changed. He's up in Kentucky and all that. Being on drugs and all that.
So he's had a tough go of it. Huh?
Yeah.
Well, John, it seems like you've come a long way, man. Kudos to you. Congrats. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Proud of you, brother. We love having you here.
I used to flood up and buy myself and all that when I was younger. I mean, I had a hard time with my mother. Yeah, my real dad, I could hardly get along with him.
Anybody else have a tough time growing up?
Well,
How hard is it? It's impossible.
I have had my fair share. But to start with my sister, I kind of want to get that out of the way. How she has helped me, that is a question. I mean, I'm pretty sure she has somehow, but I can't answer it because I don't know, quite honestly.
Okay.
And I know that it's kind of shocking, but I don't know.
Sure.
Because she went to we went to the same elementary school, long story. We went to the same elementary school, but then there was a split where she went to a different school, long story, private school, Davidson Academy.
Yeah.
So, I will say, beginning middle school to high school, it was real rough for me. Because I had a disability. There was a lot of people there that didn't necessarily like me. Because of that, I'm going to be brutally honest. I'm not the type of person to hold things back, and I think it's just a good thing that I'm talking about this. People, I mean, it's unbelievable, Tom. I don't know if anybody else has the same experience having a disability, but there were so many times where I got so angry, just wanted to just grab them by the throat. Because they would go on and on and on and on. And in the story, now I am a better person because of that, but Tom, it was real rough.
I'm sure. What'd you do to control yourself during those periods? How do you?
Well, I tried.
Well, you obviously have. You figured it out and learned to control it.
Well,
what's cool about that?
It's just life experience.
Okay.
All it comes down to. I mean, in middle school, at 6th grade, the reason I actually had to switch from beach to Knox Doss because beach, they thought I was crazy or insane or something. Some stupid excuse. Some stupid, asinine, bloody red tape excuse.
Yeah.
And for that reason, my parents took me to Knox Doss. And believe it or not, short story, the same principal that was at Knox Doss is now at Beach. And I kind of was the only person to hug him because he was such a great guy. His name was Kenny Powell. And long story short, I was bullied a lot. I just was picked on, and I may have gotten into a couple fights because I don't know why I was being targeted. But as time got on, I'm gonna be honest. When I got to college, I'm not gonna say the person's name, but I am gonna say kind of had. We didn't get along, and you know, people are not going to like you. Some people are. That's just the way the world works. So.
Anybody else had similar
And-
experience? Everybody kind of empathize a little bit with what Matt's talking about? Yeah, quiet. It's tough. It's tough growing up. I got a 9-year-old son. And so it's just tough growing up. Period.
Yeah.
Kids are cruel. World's cruel sometimes. I got to say this though about all of you. I know all of you and your families, and I know that you and your families, at least the parents that I know,
I was homeschooled.
are amazing. Your parents, I would say, or I give my mom and dad a whole lot of credit for, you know, trudging a trail for me. And I know all of your parents, at least one or, you know, or the other, and they're solid people. Would you all agree with that? And I mean, I don't know what we do without them, you know, because at those moments where we feel like it's the lowest and we want to go punch the world in the mouth, I think our parents sort of unconditionally love them.
Yeah, there's some people in your family you
Well, you
can't
just
get
gotta
along
learn.
with. Them.
Yet there's some people you can't get along with, John. That's right.
Yeah, my mom always says there's good apples and bad apples in
Yeah.
the world. Besides that, you know, you just gotta
All of a sudden,
go forward. You gotta just get back up. That's how you do it.
Mom. That's right. Good. I'll go forward.
I have a friend who does not have a very good relationship with his family.
Yeah.
Any of them. I've talked about him to a lot of people here about him. He went to the Marines, and he told me one time that one of the reasons he went to Marines was to get away from his family. And so now he's gotten out of the Marines, but he thinks he's going back in because he moved back to them in Florida, and he's only been with them for like 6 months, and he's like thinking about going back into the military at some kind of branch. And any chance I've met him, I've known him for 15 years, and any chance he could get, he would be over at my house just away from his family.
Yeah. It's family's important. And sometimes it's not your blood. It's friends, you know, and
Yeah.
stuff. I think this is a family. We spend more time here together than we do at home with our families. I think that's interesting. And I was reading that survey the other day.
You say you had a brother and I wasn't when you were about.
I had 3 brothers. One of them passed away when I was young.
Yeah.
Yeah, he'd be 55 years old today.
Yeah.
Not today, but right now.
Did you know many when you were young?
I was 4, he was 2. So yeah, I mean enough to be a kid playing around, but no, I mean I don't have
Not
vivid
much.
memories. We've got a few pictures around here of him, but yeah, it's weird. Family's an interesting place, man. It's the place from which
Do
we
you ever-
the world.
I know this is kind of a. Do you ever think about them every day?
Yeah, that's one of the reasons we're called Water Brothers, is we've got him around here. Yeah, and I can't imagine who I put myself in the shoes of is my mom and dad. He died in my dad's arms on the Woodland Street Bridge, right here in Nashville. And,
Was he sick?
probably had a peanut allergy. His trachea closed up,
Yeah.
and something happened. We don't know what it was, but he. I mean, I can't imagine that now, having 3 children, having held your 2-year-old son in your arms and he dies on a bridge. I can't imagine that. You know, so huge respect for my parents, huge respect for my mom and dad, and with that, they probably love me too much. You know, so.
Are your parents still alive?
My mom passed in 01, way too young. I'm getting too close to the age where she passed. And my dad's still alive. He's 89, turns 90 this
Yeah.
year.
89.
Got remarried to a wonderful woman, and they are very blessed to have each other. And so he turns 90 this year. We may all go over and like sing happy birthday to him.
Well,
Something
wasn't
stupid one day.
It wasn't
You
that your
should bring
dad's
him over here.
birthday.
Month is September.
Oh, yes.
September what?
Then you're going with me, and we're going to sing at
September what?
September 29th. No, September 30th.
No, my mom's is the 29th.
Cool. So parents are cool, man. I mean, I'm really blessed right now to be able to spend some time with my dad at his age and go on. I think we're going to keep that up. Anybody want to? We're going to kind of close it out for the day. Anybody want to throw any other family stuff out and any other thoughts about family? A little wisdom for people out there listening.
I will say this, something that I think needs to be said here is parents have your best interest at heart. So that's.
Can I add something?
Nate, come join us. Nate in the booth.
Come here, Nate.
Talk to us about parents, brother.
I love what you said, talking about your friend who didn't have a good relationship, because it is. I'm from one of those families where unconditional love was what I got, and I was in college, and I had a good friend of mine who has a much more challenging relationship with her parents. And I was like, well, you know, and I know my parents love me unconditionally. And she looked at me and she goes, I don't quite get what unconditional love is. And she wasn't sad about it.
Yeah.
She's capable of as just everybody as much love as I am, but it's just she had to find her own family. And like, and I, you know, there have been things that I could talk to my parents about and stuff that I couldn't. And I just, parents, I think a lot of parents have your best interest at heart, but you always gotta, it's easy to not think about the people who don't have great relationships with their parents when you have a good one.
Yeah.
And I think vice versa. And I think that's just something that we could all be probably a little more empathetic about.
Yeah.
Every time this comes up, I like to share that.
That's great. That's a great point. I would agree with that.
Mine's kind of mixed. I got a good relationship with my dad, and his parents live right up the street from campus, so I walk up there any opportunity I get.
Cool.
But I'm not going to say I don't with my mom. My parents divorced when I was 12. I was changing schools. My mom got remarried in 2011, and so I remember that very well. I remember her and my stepdad were in Breckenridge, Colorado. That he would work from different places. Often he worked in Arizona for a while, and then it was Colorado, and then it was Ohio. And she had just texted me and said, hey, we had gotten married. They had gotten married in their snowsuits 15 minutes in Breckenridge. I knew him a little bit, but not, well, at that point I did know him pretty well, but not saying I don't see him and get along with him. I just don't have a good history with that because my dad had full custody of me for about, seems close to a decade now. And my sisters, well, my youngest sister would go back and forth from her mom's to her dad. They switch every other week. And,
It's hard, man. Divorce is a tough thing.
and so I never even had a bedroom over at her house. It was the bonus room. And then once they actually got a divorce, they wanted to put me under, it was little crawl space under the stairs where my mom wanted to put me. So from the whole time she's been remarried, I've had an inflatable mattress. I've had a pull-out couch. I've had a day bed. Had a bunk bed. I've never really fit in much over there. I don't even go over there at her house.
Well, I'm glad you have.
Well, you're always welcome to my house, Carson.
Oh, you live so far away.
But hey, we'll find a good time.
Just fly the drone over and have a sign. Hey, come on over.
I love it. Well, guys, thanks for being candid today. Thanks for no edits, no filter. This was good. Cody, what'd you think?
It was okay.
Yeah.
There you go. Rousing endorsement.
Yeah, we get Dan and reduction.
Disclaimer.
We want to see if we had the time to the chairs.
We have
What is
like
that, John?
a segment.
We had time to, we had to bring them both over here and tie them to their chair.
We have to bring Richmond and Dan to time to their chairs.
Yeah, so they can join
That's
us.
what they're. Okay, well,
There's Richmond right there. I want to watch you next Wednesday. Come and tie Richmond and Dan to the chairs. That's Stay tuned for that.
It'd be
Can
like
you go back to work now? Yes, you can.
it'd be like a segment written with Richmond.
That's exactly right.
Written with Richmond.
So remember last week what did we do? Everybody signed off.
Well,
So-
Tom, do you want to bring up Becky? 'Cause
Oh yeah, I guess we are wondering.
She's been in all the shots, so.
We're wondering. what Becky's
We
doing.
need a new one for one.
Becky's never here. Becky's all over America. If you want to buy something from Becky, go to Chipper Things and buy that from her, like one of these handsome T-shirts she has, making it up as I go, which is what we do here at No Edits, No Filter. We're making
for only
it up as we go.
$19.95. You can
Yeah, maybe a little more than that.
only for
Richmond,
this.
what is the URL? Sorry, Becky, I don't know your URL.
Things.com.
Chipperthings.com. Head there and
Call
pick
the
up-
number now.
Call your number now, and one of these fine gentlemen will send you something.
You must be
immediately.
18 years old or older.
Thanks for tuning in to No Edits, No Filter. Every
and
week, people with and without disabilities here on the Avenue sit down and have a candid conversation about different subjects that affect us all.